Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Thursday Night Throwdown brought to you by the Armchair Dragoons. It is a pleasure to be with you. This is not what I planned. No, it is not. That is not an insult in any way to either of the gentlemen joining us tonight. In fact, I'm very grateful and happy to have them. Robert, you are first. Well done, sir. Not just in your mind. It sounds like I'm being ungrateful. I'm not. I'm very grateful. In fact, I'm very pleased to have them. For those who have watched the channel for a while, you know, aren't you supposed to be DMing right now? If you've watched the channel for some time, you know that we tried playing Crossfire a while ago. And one of the gentlemen on this broadcast this evening, the chronologist, he played, he liked it, I liked it, and I think that was about it. Everybody else who played Crossfire, Artie Conliff's innovative game of World War II tactical combat, just hated it.
Or to have taste.
Yeah, it's well, right. Yeah, there's no accounting for. And so we were a little bit stuck. I mean, I built big scenarios and we had a great time. I enjoyed the pants off it. Destruct, you never played, right?
No,
I didn't think so.
I watched a couple videos.
Yeah. And you've certainly dug into Artie Conliff's other game, Spearhead.
Yes.
So, and so that happened, and I said, you know what? And then at the very same time, the great guys at Little Wars TV and also Alex at Storm of Steel Wargaming, they both posted reviews of Mark Festoso's Fireball Forward, saying how much they liked it. And in fact, if you go onto Little Wars TV, which you should support them, you will see that they actually posted a review of both Crossfire and Fireball Forward, as well as a comparison, and how much they like both and what the strengths were. So I said, wait a minute. Everybody can't be wrong about Fireball Forward. But what I really want to do is get two of the sharpest critics of Crossfire at the table and get them to play. Well, that would have been Achilles, and it would have been OJ. Couldn't get him. OJ is off at a future Farmers of America event. I wish I were making that up. No, it's
wow.
It is with his son, and so that is a very fine thing. Achilles, we think, is lost somewhere in a tsunami in California. I think. That's my best report. The command tent can't make it tonight because he's got familial obligations. So I said, I'm still doing this. I put this full thing together. So here we are with two regulars, but one of them who liked Crossfire and one who was at least indifferent. Hey, Matt. Ron Wentworth, Dalinor, you were invited. Don't you even. You were invited. And so I said to the chronologist, and I said to Destruct, could you come? And they were gracious, and here they are. So we are going to stumble through Fireball Forward. All that by way of prelude, saying once again, the plan did not go according to plan. So, this is the first scenario. It is the learning scenario, Easy Company. Fireball Forward, as was observed by Greg Wegman in his review at Little Wars TV, is very much a sister, a cousin, shares some blood with Artie Conliff's Crossfire. I would love to hear from Mark, how inspired he was by it, because you're going to see, for those who've played it before or who are familiar with the rules, you're going to see some things that look real similar. So what do we have? It's intended as one level up from Tactical. I think what I'm going to have to do is we have individual units. Do either of you have a preference as to whether you're playing Germans or Americans?
No, not really.
I'll take whichever.
All right. Let's have green. All right. Chrono, why don't you be the Germans?
Okay. You want me green or white then?
That would be green, I believe. I forgot. Oh, nope, you're the Americans there. I got it wrong. Well, that's fine. Stay where you are.
There we go.
Stay where you are. So, the way this works, and I presume at this point you gentlemen can each see your respective troops?
Yes.
Chrono?
Yep.
Cool.
These are... I have to have the episode up for reference to make it, true to the TV show, or no?
One of the things I really like about Fireball Forward, not having played it, but having read it, is I like the way Mark designs scenarios. They're clear to the history. They tell you exactly where they're derived from, and they give you very clear instructions as to what terrain is, what units are, what abilities are. Doesn't leave a lot to the imagination, and that's awesome. So, what we talking about? If you look at your units, and I'll let you each look at your own on your own side. And by the way, these are all, yes, squad leader counters, because this is how we're going to manage the hidden movement stuff. You have individual units. You have individuals, I should say. You have squads, teams, and crewed weapons. That's what we have, and I don't mean CRUDE. Squads, teams, and crewed weapons. Your squads are these double bases, these bigger ones. Your teams are the 2-inch squares. And you also may have a crewed weapon, which would typically, in these cases, be a heavy machine gun or similar. Now, that is the same as you get in Crossfire, first similarity. Infantry elements are in one of 3 states: good order, suppressed, or broken. Good order units are normal. Suppressed may not conduct opportunity fire. Suppression is a function of the opponent's phase, opponent's turn. They automatically return to good order at the beginning of their unit's activation. You don't have to roll for it. Broken must perform a successful rally action before it can conduct any other actions. Facing, here we go, does not matter, 360 degrees.
Even for crewed weapons?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Morale checks. Each element has a morale number next to it. I've put them in the tooltip. When you are called on to... Oh, if you want to see it, sorry. You're going to have to go to your second state.
I see, okay.
When called on to make a morale check, you succeed by rolling that number or higher on a d6. If you are touching your leader or higher HQ, you may use their number. Low morale obviously is better. A rally check is different. This happens when you are trying to go from broken to good order. If you are not touching a leader, you need a 6. If you are touching your leader, you may use their morale. Unlike Crossfire, there are game turns. We have here a 52 card deck. I'm going to start flipping cards. Let's just take an example for now. Black is Axis, red is Allies. I flip a card. It's black, that's an Axis turn. It's red. That means the Axis will get 1 activation. This red card goes back to the deck. Does not shuffle. That means if you get 3, you're going to get 3 activations. If you get 6, you're going to get 6 activations.
Oh, okay, so when it changes color, you stick that one back and you do all the activations that were pulled out up until that point.
Precisely.
Okay.
So this would mean the Germans would get 1 activation.
So there's 52 total activations for the game.
What? No, after the entire turn goes, after we do an entire turn, I reshuffle the deck.
Oh, okay, so there's 52 actions per turn.
Yeah, theoretically. There's talking to Mark, if you're playing a game that big, you're not going to like it. You know, it's because a unit in this instance, this, for example, for you, is 1 unit.
Yeah, and they can only activate once per turn, is that?
Correct.
Oh, okay, so that's
Correct.
what stops it being all... I thought you just keep going till you're out of card.
No. So, yeah, once you get... That's a great question. Once you know how many activations you get, you are going to place one of these markers, and Chrono, you have your own set down your end, indicating the number of that you want them to go in ascending order. So let's say you got 3 activations. You're going to place 1, 2, 3, and that's the order in which they are going to activate, should you have so many. After all activations are done, that is when you do close combats. After everybody completes their moves and such and gets set up.
For that one side's activation.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Once you complete that unit I take it back. No, it's once you complete that one unit. I'm sorry, that was wrong. Once you complete that activation, you get melees at the end. Because then you activate the next higher unit. One thing in this game that Crossfire does not have, because it doesn't need it, is an initiative chip. Chronos is here. The Allies have what is known as a permanent initiative chip. There are different kinds in Fireball Forward. Some of them are rotating. Some of them are one use. This one is permanent. What does it allow? It's an advantage of training, supplies, coordination. You may restore ammunition or provide a free activation to any one unit every turn. You may declare any time except during unit activation, even if friendly. You have to wait until a unit is finished and declare before the next unit activation begins. You may declare in between activations within a string of cards. Or you may declare this is interesting, which is different from Chain of Command. You may declare right after your opponent declares his own chip, but before he executes, in which case you roll a d6. The most you can ever have, however, is 2 activations. And you may never do them back to back. It won't matter because you only have 1. What does an element do? When a good order, squad, or team becomes active, it may conduct each of the following actions, except recover ammo, once in any order. You get to do each of these. Move, fire, or spot, if you're recon, which none of you are. Rally. Move, fire, or spot, rally. Leaders may move, spot, rally. Snipers only may fire. Leaders and FOs never fire. A broken element may only rally. If it does rally, it may then conduct one of its other 2 actions, only repeating them, movement and firing. Movement. Okay, ready to have your mind messed with? I hope you are. Because I love double-sided stuff. Double-sized stuff. This is a double-sized board. Sorry, all movements are doubled. A unit, when it moves, a foot unit, tanks are different, but we don't have any of those right now. A foot unit, when it moves within a 24-inch radius. It does not matter what path it takes along that route to getting to within 24 inches. What do I mean? You're here, on this side of the hedge. You want to get to here. I'm going to presume that's not 24 inches away. It isn't. Let's say it isn't. If this is less than 24 inches, there are reasons, I'll tell you in a second why I don't go this way. I may go this way, and then this way. As long as the radial distance of my march is only 24 inches.
Ah, interesting.
That's cool.
Now, you must show your opponent, if you are spotted, if you are in sight, what that path you're taking is, for the obvious reason that he may get to shoot at you. So you have to say, okay, I'm moving along here, 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 etc. But as long as your radial movement is within 24 inches, it does not matter how you get there. How do we deal with terrain? Movement is limited by terrain crossings. When an element traces its movement path during a movement action, it may cross into or out of a non-open terrain, like a trench or a hedgerow. Every time it does this, it must pay a certain number of terrain crossings. This costs 1, 2, or 3 terrain crossings depending on type. An infantry or leader may pay up to 2 in any one move action. When the element touches a piece of terrain that would require it to pay a third, it is done.
This is very generous.
Oh yes. Oh yes, movement happens fast in this game. Crude weapons, 1. Routing is not limited in that way. It just goes. Here's another interesting rule. A good order leader touching an enemy, an element under his command, may tag along, including route moves, as long as he remains with the element throughout the move. This is free and doesn't affect any other actions. He may take his normal activation before or after tagging along. You may only initiate close combat at the beginning of a move action. At the beginning. You first make a morale check. Remember how to do that? You have to roll over your morale. If you succeed, you do a move action and end up touching the enemy it wishes to combat. If you fail, you just freeze in place and do nothing. If you are moving into or through a terrain piece and a hidden enemy in the terrain reveals itself by taking opportunity fire, that element may make a morale check after surviving the fire to enter close combat, so long as the enemy element started within its movement radius. Basically, if somebody shoots at you as you're coming into the trees, you can go get him as long as he's within range. And you can make your movement check. At the end of a move action, you automatically spot any enemy in your line of sight that is not in concealment. In addition, you may choose one terrain piece within 6 inches, and all enemy elements in that terrain piece are spotted and placed on the table. But you got to be within 6 inches of them. Firing. You conduct 1 fire action per activation. I don't know if OJ would like this. You never combine fire with other elements. You don't get the crossfire. The target must always be either a single element or a single element with a leader or 1 building zone. Some elements, such as leaders, don't fire at all. You may not fire if you're locked in close combat, nor may you be targeted by fire actions. You must have a line of sight. Hidden elements are revealed and placed on the table when they fire if any element has LOS to them. That's something I have to watch for. LOS requires that a straight line connecting any point of the shooting element to any point of the target must be free of obstruction. In addition, a corridor 2 inches wide, centered on that line, 1 inch left, 1 inch right, must also be free of obstruction. Most terrain obstructs. Infantry blocks to infantry. Infantry does not block to vehicles.
Do vehicles block to infantry?
I would assume so.
We'll have to get... We have no vehicles. We'll have to check when we get to vehicles. We learn them later.
That's fine.
You must fire at closest. However, if you have a leader touching the shooter, the leader can direct him to fire at anybody you want. You may always target a weapons team or crewed gun. You may never target those in close combat. Snipers, don't have any yet, can target anybody. 3 things determine whether you hit anybody. Effective range, range dice, and hit dice. Effective range, this is the number of inches at which you are guaranteed to have a chance to get a hit. This is, by the way, the dice system. Strap in.
Oh boy.
Range dice. The total of these dice or die affects the range and probability at which hits are scored. What it basically says is, you want to take a chance at shooting at somebody outside your effective range? You can. You can. The results of the hit dice, the third die, determine if a hit is scored on the target. These are always D6s and are either white or red. White dice depend on the cover of the target. Red only hits on a 6 and are never modified. They're a wild die for those who once played Savage Worlds. So what do you do if you're firing at anything except an armored target? You roll your range die and your hit die, red and white. If the target is beyond the range die plus the effective range, you miss. You couldn't get there. If the target is within the range die plus the effective range in inches, check for hits. If you roll a natural 6 on the red die, you automatically cause a hit. The numbers themselves are very simple. Infantry are a soft target moving on open ground, which is open opportunity fire, is a 4 or better. Infantry and soft target in cover or infantry not moving in open ground is a 5 or better. The only modifier is the target within the sum of the range dice. That's a +1. And if the target is an infantry gun in hard infantry or gun or element in hard cover, it's a -1. That's it. Each hit causes a morale check. Elements failing one morale check are immediately broken and may make a route move. If the element was already broken, a failed morale check eliminates it. Good order elements failing 2 or more morale checks are eliminated. If a target is hit but passes all checks, it becomes suppressed. A 1 always fails on your morale check. The only disadvantage of suppression is you may not conduct opportunity fire. Leaders do not get suppressed. Spotting. It was this sentence that made it click with me that this is a double-blind game. All elements begin the game hidden and are kept off the table. They are placed on the table when they either conduct a fire, opportunity fire action, or are spotted. An individual element, leader, sniper, or forward observer, or recon element, or a vehicle leader, executes a spot action by rolling a d6. On a roll of 5 or 6, choose one piece of terrain in its line of sight. And by the way, if you're spotting linear terrain, it's up to 24 inches long. And the opponent must reveal all elements hiding in that terrain. If the spotting element is a recon squad or team, it may either do a spot or fire, not both. We don't have any of those. There is no range restriction on what terrain can be spotted. It must just be in LOS. We've talked about rally checks. If a leader is broken... What's that? Sorry?
I'm sorry, I coughed.
Oh, sorry. A leader that is broken may use a rally action to make a rally check and recover good order. He must roll equal to or greater than his morale number. When we get to indirect fire, which we will not tonight, he may not do a call for fire action if he rallies that turn, if he rallies himself. There are 3 actions that are called opportunity action. The first is opportunity fire. For what it's worth, I suppose we'll get opportunity fire never causes suppression. Targets moving within a building cannot be hit with opportunity fire. Targets that are touching a linear obstacle and move away from the obstacle, breaking LOS, cannot be hit by op fire. This is the wall rule. Non-machine gun elements can op fire once per unit activation, once per enemy card. Machine guns and heavy machine guns fire more than once. We'll get there. And obviously suppressed may not. If you are hit by opportunity fire and fail one morale check, you may immediately make a route move. We know about that. As soon as an element is broken, you may not shoot it again with opportunity fire. That includes leaders that might go with it. An element that is fired at by opportunity fire but receives no hits or passes all morale checks caused by it immediately makes one of 3 decisions. This is fascinating to me. If you are hit by opportunity fire but get no hits or pass your checks, you do one of 3 things. Continue your move and possibly get more fire. End your move where it was shot at. Return to where you started. Decide, maybe I don't want to go there. Remember, when you are retreating, routing, you are not limited by terrain. It must be directly away from the incoming fire within a 45-degree arc off your backside. But remember, if you're broken by opportunity fire, you can go back to where you started, as we said. The move must end in cover or out of LOS to all enemy elements if possible. A route move is from 2 to 24 inches. Remember, you may not op fire at routers, but you may target routers if it is in your phase. Opportunity spotting. This is the second type of opportunity thing. Both elements are in adjacent terrain zones, but in different zones. If a concealed enemy moves into a zone adjacent to the enemy, this comes up more under terrain, which we don't have right now. Then the movement is placed on the table and the enemy may take opportunity fire.
Are these hedges or hedgerows?
Those are hedgerows.
Okay.
We will get into that for sure. And always a good note, during an enemy's activation, a player may remind the referee, once again, the hint that this was double blind, to check for opportunity spotting. I have to keep my eye out if you move without concealment within the LOS of a friendly element. If one element is in terrain that offers concealment, and the other element is in the open or in terrain that is not adjacent, there is no opportunity spotting. So you can crawl through the brush. If one element is in the open, and an enemy element moves into a terrain piece zone within 6 inches, there is no opportunity spotting, and the moving enemy in the terrain is not revealed. This has to do if you're doing it in an area. We talked about how you get into close combat. If you pass through a hidden enemy unit, that unit is revealed, and the moving element, after all opportunity fire is resolved, ends the move placed next to the revealed element. The moving element then makes a normal morale check. If it passes either the close combat or making a route move ending in good morale, if it fails, it becomes broken and makes a route move. So you've tripped over the guy, and you have to brave it. How do you resolve it? Each rolls, you see if this sounds familiar, Chrono. Each side rolls a d6, not counting leaders. 1d6 for each element they have in the close combat. A side with nothing but leaders still gets just 1 die. Modifiers on the table are applied. The side with the highest single roll is the winner. And those charges are all there on the chart. If the winning side includes only leaders, then they simply win the chance to run away. They conduct a route move ending in good order. In any other case, all elements of the moving side take a number of morale checks equal to the modified high roll from the winning side minus their roll. It's the Shako system, quite frankly. Weapons and machine gun teams. They do not initiate close combat. They may rally, move, or fire. If they fire, they cannot move. If they move, they cannot fire. After completing its first op fire, a machine gun must immediately decide whether it will lay down grazing fire or continue to do op fire actions during the same enemy activation. This is the only element in the game that may take multiple op fire actions during a single activation. If they continue with op fire, they may take one op fire at each enemy element that conducts a move action within LOS, but it suffers a -1 to your hit dice. Alternatively, after a machine gun team conducts its first opportunity, it may choose to lay down grazing fire. We place a grazing fire marker at the end of the MG's LOS with the arrow pointing back toward the shooter. This is continuous fire. Any element that contacts the line between the MG and the marker will be fired at as normal. I think it's kind of a lovely system, to be honest. Each time a weapons team or vehicle element conducts a fire action, one of the hit dice, and you're going to have to tell me which, must be designated as your ammo or malfunction die. Don't roll a 1. If you roll a natural 1, you have to roll again. On a roll of 1 or 2, you are out of ammo or the weapon has malfunctioned. The only way to get that fixed is to spend your entire turn, or by using an initiative chip, fixing it. All terrain offers some form of cover, concealment, and terrain crossing, and they may or may not block. Terrain types. Trenches. Enemy pay 1 terrain crossing to enter and 1 to exit. Nothing if moving within. They offer concealment, cover, hard cover, in fact, within, and do not block LOS. Hedgerows. 1 terrain to cross. You can only cross a hedgerow if you start your movement action touching the hedgerow. An enemy element may also cross if they forfeit their fire action. It offers concealment. Any fire directed at an element up against a hedgerow gets cover. And it blocks unless an element is touching the hedgerow. It may be fired at and may fire through the hedgerow if it is. This is to determine if an LOS exists, place a 45-degree marker against the opposite side of the hedgerow from where the element is touching. If an unobstructed line can be placed out of the 45-degree marker, LOS exists. That determines how your butt. It's not that hard to figure out. I don't know why you would need the marker. Hedgerows block LOS from the second floor of a building. And those are the rules. So let's talk about the scenario, which, as I said, is easy company. Questions on any of that?
I think they'll come up more as we actually play.
Yeah.
Copy that. You can see the troops that you've got. American victory conditions prevent German victory.
Love that. Okay.
Prevent German victory. Well, this is, and if you don't know, this is the easy company scenario at Brecor Manor.
Mm-hmm.
This is that famous action from episode 2, Day of Days. One thing that they build into every single Fireball Forward game is there is a variable force situation for both sides. I want you to turn off the printing on your die roller, please. On any one of them, doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
I'm looking at you. Why don't you roll that die for me? Okay. Chrono, would you do the same thing, please? Mm-hmm. Okay. You set your print back on. Chrono, see what I'm doing here?
Yeah, where are you? Oh, yeah.
And our guys, the Germans. See that?
Yes.
There. All right, that handles the random stuff. Other things could have occurred. Obviously, I was looking at a table. The German victory conditions are accumulate 24 victory points.
Okay.
And how does one acquire these victory points?
Such a crazy... Funny you should ask that. 1 victory point at the end of each turn for each howitzer that is not destroyed. Plus D3 victory points per turn for each gun that expends a fire action to shoot at Utah Beach.
Gasp.
The gun emplacements and trench are hard cover. The gun emplacements block LOS. They're on circles, you will notice. The trenches are considered to be touching the hedgerows, but the gun emplacements are not. Elements that cross the hedgerow directly in front of a gun emplacement are moving in open terrain.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Elements that cross the hedgerow directly in front of a gun emplacement are moving in open terrain. Elements that cross the hedgerow and enter directly into the trench are spotted, if there's someone to see them, but receive hard cover from opportunity fire. A leader touching the 155mm howitzer may spend his rally action to destroy the gun.
Oh, so I can do it too.
I mean, if you really want to.
Yeah, you want to give him the points, you go with your bad self.
Look, the Americans can't blow them up if we blow them up.
The game ends when all the artillery crews are eliminated, or the Germans accumulate 24 victory points.
Wow, okay. And that's D3 per gun firing, right?
Mm-hmm. You just got, and you get those points at the time you fire.
How are we deploying?
I realized just now, it'll tell you how much I thought this part through.
Well, I have an idea where at least some things are supposed to go.
Who's the Germans?
I am.
Let's destruct.
Mm-hmm. I have sent you something in your Discord chat.
Okay. Okay. Where's east?
I'm about to get... I know I have to point that out. But I need to send Chrono his stuff. That seems only fair, really.
Well, I'll start with what's easy then.
Yeah. Chrono, you too have stuff.
Okay.
And
is this right here the part of the first bit, or is that something different?
And this is north.
Okay.
Now, go on.
Sorry, this right here.
Mm-hmm.
Is that this right here, or is that something else? Oh, no, never mind. I could, yeah. I should have just done that.
You're the one that taught me how to do that.
Well, I was just trying to figure it out from the image.
Sure.
That's all.
It's as close as I could get, I'm afraid.
Okay.
And so it's double blinds set up at your whim. And by the way, for those who haven't guessed, this, of course, is Dick Winters in Band of Brothers, and that is the real Dick Winters.
Alrighty. Guess we'll give it a go. See how it plays.
Yeah. Let's see here. See who's yelling at me. Hey, Andrew.
So the inches in the setup are doubled, correct?
Yes. This is Paul Blankenship's favorite game. Paul is an excellent TTS dude. And you will see in your tooltips that I have built all the, what your range die is, what your effective range, all that stuff. See what Chrono's up to. You all set? Chrono?
I based on my deployment notes, I don't think I start on the board.
I wasn't telling him nothing. You're supposed to say yes.
Thank you.
And you are. That is correct, Chrono.
Now, when you said touching the leader, do we have to hold his hand? Do we have to grab onto his pack?
I think it would be best if you showed him love and respect, and maybe asked him about his needs. Maybe gave him the conversation puppy. It's a stuffed animal, but nonetheless.
I was doing this very wrong.
Yeah, I was gonna say those guys gotta. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I gotta send you that note too.
I do believe I've done everything correctly. Otherwise,
Yeah, I forgot. It's so much easier to do digitally than it is in real life, I will not lie. Another note for you, Destruct.
yes, I recall you mentioning this.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay. Do they? Oh, I see. No, never mind. I answered my own question.
Cool. We all set for whatever it's worth?
Yeah.
Turn 1, let's fireball forward. I'm shuffling. German, American. 2 activations. I won't ask you to put up markers, but it's a good question. How do you identify? Well, we'll just assume you can figure out 1 and 2. I'm not going to worry that much about it. So you know what the units are.
Yeah. So okay, when measuring from the hedgerow to like go some for that radius, am I measuring from the outside edge of the hedgerow or the inside edge of the hedgerow?
Outside edge.
Okay.
Because remember, you can't cross the hedgerow unless you give up your fire action. You can't. You got to start there, and that's your whole movement, and then it's the 12 inches out.
Or in this case, 24.
Yeah, 24. Yeah.
There we go.
Right.
Are these hidden, by the way, or am I like literally saying?
Yeah, that's I don't know why I didn't do the obvious thing and just tag them. And to do this, I want to tag them German, right?
Yes.
That's the obvious thing. Duh. Now they're gone. He'll never see them.
Thank you.
See, this is like a shaking out mission. I'm going to tag Chronos.
Okay. Then I am.
And I just also observe. Remember, there is one of the ways you win this sucker is by.
Oh yes, you're absolutely right. Then we're gonna do that.
Chrono, I gotta make your markers disappear.
All right.
Should be able to group tag these, right, Destruct?
Yep. Otherwise, it'd be extremely tedious.
Yeah, it was being extremely tedious. That's why I don't want to do it anymore. All right, there you go. I poofed him. All right, so your first action is what? Go.
Oh, I guess you're going to be able to see me move, won't you?
Will he?
Well, because they'll see my measurement. Can you blindfold yourself quickly, Chrono?
Sure.
Thanks.
Okay, here's the point with that. To get past this, that's another crossing. You can't do it.
I thought I'd get 2.
You except don't hedges count for 2. Thought hedgerows counted for 2. I'm a looking. We have a full, nice, quick reference sheet in here. Hedgerows. Up, 1 to cross. You were right.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, that was that. I'll just remove that.
Yep.
And then, does something happen?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay. So
Okay.
I'll do my next one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're firing on Utah Beach.
Kaboom! 1d6. Cut in half.
I'm assuming I can. So it's a D3, but Chrono can see, right?
Yeah. This is no secret.
1.
1.
All right, then there.
All right,
that
now
is.
I'm going to start doing the stuff. Here we go.
I don't get activation still.
No,
Yeah,
you went blindfold now. I'm sorry. I'm getting ready to do yours.
Okay.
Red.
You might get more than one.
Red.
You get 2.
Black. So, two for you, Chrono.
I'll blindfold myself now.
Okay. Away I go.
Mhm.
He's gonna move up here and stop.
Mhm.
And he's gonna move over here and stop. Oh, over here and stop. And then I can the initiative token I can use. Refresh my memory on that one.
Yeah, the initiative token you can use at any time, as long as you don't do it twice in a row, which isn't a problem, because you only got one of them. Where's my initiative token?
Now, to be true to the rules, is there anything I can opportunity fire at?
Yeah, I'm looking here. I'm actually taking a peek here. Yeah, as a matter of fact, here we go. I do believe that this is the way this looks.
Guten Tag.
Hello.
Oh, and it's winters too.
I do believe that's the way that plays out. So that is indeed Opfire. Our very first combat. Tell us if we're doing it wrong, folks. We're here to listen. So this is a machine gun shot, which means it's got that range of D20. So you're gonna roll a D20 die. That's why I gave you that. You see.
Okay, so right, like immediately.
Well, you roll them all kind of as a group.
Well, I'm gonna have to be rolling them one
Yeah,
at a
you're
time.
going to roll your range die, the white die, and a 1. We determined that this is Opfire down here, see? But it's Opfire at a target in cover.
Hardcover even.
It's hard cover, so you're going to need a 6+. Yep.
Oh,
And
because
now-
he's not crossing out of it, right?
Well,
No, he's not crossing.
no.
Yeah.
He came right to the thing and
Yeah,
stopped.
it just because you had mentioned that because the trenches are touching the hedgerow, if they come out, they're in the open, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm, that's right.
So it's going to be a 6-up.
And I'm just checking to see because there are other there's only those 3 modifiers, and I do want to peek at them.
There's also -1 for being individual, but 6 always hits anyway, so
Yeah.
I don't think that matters.
Target is the sum of all. The only thing is the target within the sum of all range dice. So that will matter if he does manage to pull that off.
I think it'll watch with the big.
Yeah, exactly.
Individual,
So, yeah, it's gonna
it'll
look-
still be 6. And he used to roll 1 die for malfunction, right?
Yep. Well, he's only got the 1, so it's the white die is. So basically, he rolls this for the range, this for the hit, and if it's a 1, it's a thing. If it's a 1, he has to check for out of ammo, and this right here is his magic die. So he has to roll all 3.
Why am I not rolling the red one?
You are rolling the red one. You're
Oh,
rolling
okay,
all
okay.
3.
All 3. So I'm gonna go in order now.
Sure.
Okay.
So your range. Ooh, that's so you are within range, obviously. Nope. And no. So now the question becomes: do you wish to seek further opportunity fire from our guy here, or do you wish to fire grazing fire?
And it's a line, right?
Yep.
And anyone
Mhm.
crossing that line.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna just try opportunity firing again.
All right. Well, that's like I say, you can't do that right now, but that is something you would be eligible to do later in the turn. Should you avail yourself of that?
Cool.
So he took an opportunity fire shot at you. You get to shoot at him.
What is this? What is the?
Any leader
no,
shoot?
he's a
leaders don't
leader.
shoot. What am I saying? Thank you.
What does it mean? Target is in the sum of all range dice.
What that means is he has an effective range of 40 inches. You are then adding that 13, so he was within 53 inches. So
So I get a +1 to hit him then.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that would have been it would have been a 6-up no matter what.
Yes,
I thought it was. Wait, no, because if I'm outside of 53 inches, then he won't be able to hit me at all, right? Because you have to be.
That's a good point.
So I feel like you have to be within. I have to be within. If I'm within 13 inches, then you get the +1. Is my interpretation of that.
Oh, if it's the sum, it'd be 13 plus whatever.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he has to be. And by the way, parent, forgive me. Number 1, yes, you're right. But number 2, remember this is doubled, so it's 26.
Ah, yes.
So yeah, you're right. It's 20. There are some that get more than 1 range die.
Okay. So a 6-up because he's in hard.
And by the way, 6 is
technically
not an automatic hit.
Yeah. So
Oh.
It is on the red die, but it's not on the white die.
Oh, so it would have been 6 for being a hardcover, 7 for being an individual.
Yep.
6 because you're within the sum of my
Yep.
range dice.
Right.
So
Cool. All right. Sounds good.
that worked. Chrono, no shooting back from you.
Oh, let me double check what I can do.
Let me.
I'm going back to blindfolding myself.
I am debating something.
Is it at least a good argument?
I hope so. Yeah, I think it's.
So
right.
Winters can
Give
Winters
me-
can
Hmm?
Winters can spot now, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So he's gonna spot this
You didn't
headline.
see the machine gun?
I see the machine gun.
Yeah,
He's gonna spot this
He's
headline
got to
back
be
here.
within how far to spot? It's got.
Don't
I
know.
thought it had to be in range. Oh no, it's just LOS, isn't it?
Yep.
All right.
So if he wants to see if there's anyone just lurking in this headline to shoot out of it.
Okay, where's my spotting stuff? There it is, spotting. 1d6 on a 5+. 1 enemy terrain piece is revealed.
Winters
Oh!
is doing good. So I'll just take this headline right here.
Mhm. You see things.
Oh my god.
Yeah, just in case you felt daring.
You definitely see those things. Yeah, and I'm also convinced, why don't you come on out of the darkness real quick, our dude Destruct, because...
Okay. I don't know if I can up player then or not.
No, you can't. Remember what these dudes...
No,
So
I meant the guy from my. I have line of sight this way.
No, but he didn't spot him. That's the thing. That's the thing I'm wondering about.
Oh, I see. So I can see them, but they're not spotted?
That's a good question.
Because if they're not spotted, should I not be able to see them?
Well, these guys are. What I'm saying is, I got no question, the more I thought about it, that these two guys can see each other.
Yes, but if the unit is spotted, is it spotted by the whole force
Yeah,
then? Because
yeah,
it's now,
as long as that, yes.
and in that case, then I want to upfire with my other machine gun.
Oh, sure. You are up against that thing, so there's no problem there. He's hard fire, so what you're going to do is... What's the range?
Kind of long. I mean,
Go ahead.
about 32 inches.
I think it's even longer than that, to tell you the truth. 34. We're going to call it 34. It doesn't matter, because that you're in the machine gun's effective range of 40. All right, hit them all. I think we're looking at 6s, yeah?
Yep, because hardcover.
He's got.
Then
Well, it depends.
if
It
you're-
depends if you get him inside the. Yeah.
No,
No.
6 of them.
Nope.
All right. So my machine gun then is going to take a shoot action.
Yeah, he
Does
can,
he do that?
he can only move or fire.
Oh, okay.
I have to also decide whether I want to still potentially upfire with them or put a thing down.
You-
And I think I'm going to put grazing fire down.
Yeah. All right. We'll say for now that that's cool, just because obviously you should have decided that at. Oh, for that dude. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Machine gun. So he's
Yep,
going.
the other machine gun
basically-
got fired.
Yeah.
Basically
Let me
here.
just- Mhm. This is where I figure out what pieces I need.
There's you put a token down that's back here somewhere, I think.
I did.
Yep, it's right here. And it doesn't say it has to be in the line of shot I fired. It just has to be.
I thought it did.
Nope, it just has to be somewhere. So I'm gonna. It's basically that.
Mm-hmm.
So well, you know.
Yeah, I get it. Okay, cool. I was gonna do arrows, but that's okay.
It's got an arrow.
Yeah, I dig it.
Points back to me. I think.
All right,
Okay.
Chrono. It's still the ball is yours. I think.
Right, I
I'll
still
go
have my
back to
initiative.
being blindfolded.
Yep.
I'm gonna throw because they've done their thing. I'm gonna throw my initiative token out and do this.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna go like that.
He can't go there because remember he's got to stop here in order to cross.
Any cross one terrain piece?
Not a hedgerow. You have to be
Hedgerows,
at-
you have to be in contact at the
Sorry, I think it says you can cross. Oh no, it's you can cross 2. But yeah, no, it's you have to be next.
Yeah, you have to be touching the hedgerow at the time you cross.
Okay, then they will come up here and stop,
And obviously the whole world can see them at that point.
and they will shoot because they can do that. They're going to shoot this gun crew that's right in front of them.
That would seem the logical choice. And I believe we were told that those doodads give what?
They're in hardcover.
French gets hard cover, I think.
Well, it's not even a trench. It's their little like bunker.
Yes, it's their little thingy.
Their firing position.
I called it a thingy. I'm sorry, that was wrong. The gun emplacements block LOS through them. The trenches.
Wait, so hold on. The trenches also block line of sight. Can you see through the trench into the gun emplacement?
No, the trenches do not block line of sight. The emplacements do.
Yeah, I can see like this, but I can't see past this gun position.
Correct. You can see into it. You can't see through it.
Oh right, yeah, that's right.
And they do indeed, as you say, the gun emplacements block LOS. The trenches are considered touching the hedgerows. Where did it go? I was just looking at it. Son of a gun. Yeah, hardcover.
Okay, so it's gonna be 6s, and he's at. Do I measure front to front basically for range?
It's square to square.
Well, you're within range. It just matters if you're within the sum.
Right.
Yeah. Do you get the magic number? Do you get a nut? Do you get
Okay.
a?
Just roll 3 and we'll figure it out. Oh,
14. I think that is within. That'll give me the +1.
yeah, go nuts.
Hit.
Sad.
Ooh.
And that doesn't matter because it's not a machine gun.
So now I have to roll a morale.
You now have to make a morale check for them boys right there. 5 or better.
Ooh.
Look at
They're
you.
feeling. They're feeling.
They're suppressed. Not that it matters, but they're suppressed.
Suppressed and depressed. Oh, we have a token for that too.
Oh, and it passes right through that base because I built those that way.
Okay, that's it for me. And we'll
And you get to keep. All right, that was turn 1. That was turn 1.
Wait.
Actually, no. Does anybody have people left to activate? I should ask.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, so he does 2 activations. I do my 2 activations. Then we just activate whoever's left.
No.
No.
I'm
We
saying-
keep going
I'm saying
until everyone's activated.
Those people who have activated are done.
Right.
All right, those people who have activated are done. Now we go, and I keep turning cards until we're out of people to activate.
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay, but the initiative token has now been used up for this turn.
Correct.
Okay. So until everyone's now finished activating, you can't use it again.
Correct.
Okay.
Got it.
So now we go. We know it's Germans. Is it more Germans? It is. It's more Germans. Okay, 2 Germans.
2 Germans, you say.
Mm-hmm.
Does op fire doesn't count as an activation, does it?
No.
Well,
But this dude got moved there.
yes, I for them I know them
Yeah.
them I understand.
Mhm.
You know what? Think of the objective line. So if you're suppressed, you can't op fire, right?
Correct.
But you can do whatever else. Okay.
But it clears out at the start of your activation.
Oh, okay. Well then,
Yeah.
then I'm clearing it out.
Mm-hmm.
I'll then I'll just switch them around so we can do that. Okay, they're firing on Utah Beach through the Americans that are staring.
Fire
Are you
boys,
sh-
make
I
it
don't-
fast.
okay.
Make it
They-
fast.
They say I can't turn around to fire at things. Can I fire straight ahead at the American?
Would you believe there's a rule on that?
No, I know. It just they're standing in
cannot.
front of the gun, sir. No,
In fact,
sorry.
you cannot. 2d6 halved, obviously, for each one.
So for the first one,
That's a
and
2.
the second one,
2 and a 2. 4 more. Okay.
so that'd be 5 total.
Math is hard, man. I don't know.
I know. Okay, so that's me.
That was your 2. All right, Chrono, you ready over there?
Yep.
All right. Some blacks. All right, now we're going to flip it. Got a red. Got another red. Got another red. And then a black. You can
Okay,
activate
I
up to 3, Chrono.
I will
Thank
blindfold.
you. First one. Yoop. He's just gonna come up here like this
Mm-hmm.
and not be seen.
He is not being seen.
Coward.
Guy's gonna pop up here.
He is being seen.
He is.
When's Captain Spears coming to run over the trench to lose men horribly?
Oh boy. So you got a guy being seen over there.
And then he will also.
Well, he gets a chance to op fire.
I don't think he can see anything when to off fire. Because the gun position's in the way.
That MG2?
Not a 45-degree angle?
Nope.
Or no?
It's 360.
Okay. Ah, true.
You wanna unmask and see if you wanna op fire there, champ? I don't know if you can hit him. I don't think you can. No, you can't. You know why? It's a -1.
But then if I do the range thing, wait, why would it be a -1?
Op fire in the same turn as a
Round machine gun.
-1.
So I would have to be the sum of the range band. I'd have to get that in order to hit him.
Yes, true. Yep. You
So I
can take
might
a shot if you want. There's no reason not to, I guess.
there's no. It's not like I'm gonna run out of ammo. He says.
Right. Well, yeah. See how that goes.
Okay, here we go.
Captain Fate here.
I think he's within the sum of the range.
Yeah. So let's see what you do now. Nope.
No.
No.
Oh well, I tried.
Yeah, no.
And they already fired, right? So yes.
Well, these guys.
But I still, yeah. Well, I'm in the gun crew here.
That
I
might-
guess-
yes, they already did their.
So they'll take a shot at the machine gun here.
I'm sorry. I'm not understanding why you wouldn't fire at this dude.
Oh, yeah,
Remember,
he is
you're-
closest. That's right. Yeah. Let's shoot him up then.
Yeah, I just and again, I'm not questioning your strategy. I'm just making sure I understand the rules, right?
Oh, you're definitely within that.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
even not doubled.
Oh yeah.
Owie. Okay, note to self: just stay in the open verse chrono.
One check.
I failed.
Failed that one.
All right, so that will cause him to make a route move.
Okay, can we refresh on what that
45-degree arc out his backside, heading away from the guy that shot at him, and it's a full move back.
So within 24 inches.
Mm-hmm. But you don't care about terrain.
We're gonna op fire at him when
You
you
cannot
fire
op
him?
fire at a guy not moving.
Oh, sad.
You may take directive fire at him, which is
I
interesting.
don't think that makes sense.
But this is why I came all the way behind this gun emplacement.
Valid. Then we're gonna bring up. That's 2. So we'll bring up this. We'll bring this guy up, and have him.
Up here, as if by
Yeah.
magic.
Yes.
Ah, take that. Op fire.
Oh, obviously.
Yeah, I'm saying.
think you have to roll very low to not get that +1.
I
Yeah.
think
That's successful. Go.
right, because it's
Hard
Why
sell.
does it- oh right. It's
And then the -1. You have the -1/+1 washing out.
yeah. Oh, if only it was my first
So
one.
close. But about it.
And they're going to shoot at the machine gun team.
Well, considering your luck with hitting me in hardcover.
We'll see. They don't get the bonus, though.
Mm.
That's a mere 2 inches, which is not going to be enough.
you tried real hard, but. All right. Nope.
And let's try the...
No.
Close, but no cigar. And I think that's
just give me 1 second to see who might be hollering at me. Fanglewolf is calling one of you jinxed. I'm not sure who. All right, so that was. We're still on Chronos move.
That's it for me. That's all.
All right, over to destruct. Here we go. Black. Black. Red. 2.
Okay. And okay, so then I've activated the broken people already, so therefore they can't do
Correct.
anything. In that case, I'm going to do this, and I think we're gonna do this.
All right.
Actually, does that? No, does it matter? Well, actually, I don't think it matters. Can I? I cannot upfire if I've already directly shot. I cannot upfire no matter.
You
what.
can always upfire.
Always upfire then. Might as well. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Do I still keep the -1 if
Yep.
I'm direct firing with someone who's upfired?
Well, remember this guy here is doing grazing fire.
Oh, you're right. Thank you.
He's
Then it
committed
will
to
be-
that grazing fire over there.
He is committed to that grazing fire. Okay, cool. Then that is my activation order.
All right. Well, one, we know what that is. Do it. That's
3 more. A third of the way there.
Third of the way. One gun crew's already rabbited.
And then the other one is going to be a pew pew.
What is his odds? He just wow. It's gonna be a 6, right?
Yeah, just a 6. And then if he's within the sum, then I So like I have to roll pretty well for this range die, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
There's that +1.
Or will not do them.
Oh,
6 will, though.
there's a hit. He is in touch with Dick Winters, 3 or better.
Yep.
So he is suppressed. Further activations.
Those were the
That
2.
was your 2? Okay, thank you. Chrono. Here we go.
All right. I only got... Well, I got...
I'll flip some cards anyway. 1 red. 2 red. 2 red.
Okay. We'll do this. Well, do we want to do... Let me see. Take a look at this.
Oh, got it. Hey, Mike.
Yeah, I think we want to do this. We're going to do
Oh,
this.
jeez. Fortunately, it's only a move, right?
Yep.
Look at that.
Hello.
You want to have machine
Hello.
gun fights?
Yeah, well, we're gonna try.
All right, let's see your machine gun fight.
He moved though, so at least I.
Yeah, he can't
I'm not
shoot.
gonna-
He
I'm not
can't shoot
shooting at
back
you.
yet.
All right, you're within the sum of the thing.
Yeah.
No. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
No, it's only the white die that counts.
Oh.
All right. Chrono.
That's it for me. I have things to activate.
All right.
So do I just keep going then?
At this point, I don't see why you wouldn't.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Well, I mean, maybe.
Let's take
I
a
can
look at
think
activations. It's a fair question to which I do not know the answer. You know what that means? RTFM, baby. Here we go.
So I'm getting 1 point at the end of the turn for each gun crew that's still alive, right?
Will you not ask more than one question at once?
Sorry, I apologize.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, he gets to activate because the rule is repeat steps 2 through 6 until every element in the game has been activated.
right.
When the last one is finished, the turn is over. So they all get to do something.
Right. There's certain things that can only happen within the frame of a certain card activation, which you may want to play out. But
Yeah, I guess this certainly doesn't hurt. We'll just ignore. So we got to do blacks now, right? That's what we're doing.
Yep.
We'll flip them. Why not? Black,
2,
3,
3,
3,
3.
3 black. Paul, I'd be curious to know what your experience has been on that.
Does that count as getting into it?
No, I would say not.
Okay. Then in that case, this is... No.
Go back with that first one, please. Because... Chrono?
Oh, I'm lighting that guy up. I was having hard cover, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's down in that trench, for sure. Not going to get that, are you? 16? Nope. Just going to miss it.
Yeah, not quite. E6.
Oh!
Uh-oh.
Roll again. Nope, you're fine.
No malfunction, just missed.
Yep.
Rep.
All right, so that guy has a choice. He can continue moving. He can go back to where he started. Whatever.
He is going to... It's going to just sit there, but facing the right direction.
Excellent. Keep going.
I'm gonna commit to grazing fire.
All right.
Just have them shoot straight down this trench.
Shoot straight down this bad boy. Ah. Where do you want to put that marker, Crown? Wherever you want, as long as it's LOS, I don't care.
I'll put it down here. Basically,
Is that you're going through the gun emplacement?
Yeah, you can't go through the emplacement.
where I'm trying to. Yeah, sorry, I'm slightly off. It should be up here then. So
That works.
Well, in that case, what is grazing fire exactly?
You cross that line, you get shot at.
What if I'm already on it?
It doesn't matter. You've been shot at.
Okay.
Don't cross
So-
it again.
Cool.
or so God help me.
All right. So sorry, I had 3, right? Okay.
Yeah, I think you're right, Jan.
All right, Chrono, can you look away for 1 second?
Yes.
It's going good, Tom. I'm having a good time so far. It's a little bitty battle, but it's got a lot of interactive parts, I will not lie.
No, that's a terrible idea. All right, we're gonna move there and shoot.
Oh my goodness. How can that be? Alright.
Right.
So
So,
who you shooting at?
I take op fire at him.
No, because you couldn't see him until he shot. Oh, that's right. What's the rule on that? Yes, you can shoot him when he... No, he came up to the thing, and then you can outfire him. Yes.
does he
Okay.
up fire before I shoot or after I shoot? Because is it after I'm done my activation? Because shooting is my activation.
Very fair question. Opportunity fire. I found it right away. Let's see if it's clear. Yeah, it's done actually at moving units. So it's not the act of firing, it's the fact that you're moving, and you moved up to that hedge, so he gets to shoot you.
But again, is it after I'm done
No.
activating?
No, it is not.
Okay, so opportunity fire can happen at any point.
Correct, because that's the whole point of that really interesting mechanism where you have to show him the path you've taken.
Ah, right. Okay. Well, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, if you want to take it back, I don't have a problem with that.
No.
Right.
I still want to do it. So,
All right.
but
Suppress me, I cannot op fire. It suppresses me, I can't.
Oh,
suppress-
you can't
upfire.
upfire. Yeah.
Okay. Can I see from my machine gun?
And I don't
Can
think
you
you can because you've got to have 2 inches.
Yep, already. Never mind then.
okay. Well, I'm going to shoot at the guy who's suppressed because I think that's closest.
Yeah, you got to shoot it closest. The other issue is I doubt you could get you can't. Yeah, you're not going to get a shot at anybody else because of the 2 inches.
Yeah, exactly. So then,
So, yeah,
it's
yep,
literally
there it is.
just this guy.
Mm-hmm.
I am not getting anything extra out of
No,
that. So
there will
just
not be
6.
extras. Uh-oh.
It's not a machine gun.
Oh, you lucky bastard.
Nope, nothing.
Yep.
So that was 2, and then 3
Now,
is
you do know that on these and that's what's bugging me. You know that on the activations, you're supposed to activate the whole unit, right?
I did, didn't I?
Because this dude is...
am I confused on what a unit means?
Yes, you are. This here is your battery HQ. Those guys both go together.
Oh.
As does...
Then that's what
this
I've been
guy.
doing. That's what I've been doing wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so sorry. That should have all been like one person's thing then.
Yes.
Okay. What about the last dude that I have?
This guy
Is
here?
that- Yeah, is that part of the?
No,
Same.
he's the defense platoon, which is also what he is. These guys are the HQ. So you've only got my point is putting a very not to put too fine a point on it. That's why this has been bugging me. And don't worry,
Okay.
we're figuring it out. And you've harmed no one but yourself. And I said,
Okay, so I've already activated battery defense platoon.
you
so I should
only
activate-
have. Oh yeah. You only have 3 units.
this son. Oh, okay, and then what about? Okay, so for him as well then.
Correct. So Chrono, you've only got 4 units.
Okay.
Okay,
makes sense.
so I'm gonna finish my activation with everything I'm supposed to, as if I had done it all together.
Sure.
And then this guy. There.
Make him appear like magic.
Oh,
Facing the right way.
yes. Yeah, sorry. If you want to, I will stop. And then because it's once again the 2 inches thing,
I don't think you've got no shots.
I'm gonna take a shot at that same suppressed guy because he's the closest.
Now you'll notice that with this guy, because of he's got. This is one thing we didn't pick up with this rifle team, and this is important. You'll notice that his his range die has to be higher than 3 for him even to hit. See that R is greater than 3? He doesn't have it. That's because
range 3. I see. Yeah.
It greater than 3. That's because he's a team. He's a team. He's a full squad.
And what benefit do I get from it being a squad?
It's bigger, and you don't have to roll above a 3 on the range die.
Wait, sorry. Repeat that.
In order for the team to hit, it's got to roll above 3 on its range die.
Oh,
Interesting.
okay. And that is interesting. Okay, so that one time you rolled that 1, it wouldn't have hit.
At all, correct.
Okay.
If it's a team.
Okay, cool. So So now it doesn't matter. Are you within 20 inches?
I might be.
No.
Oh no, never mind.
Oh, it's just 6s. Well, that's a 6.
Ooh.
And that is not.
Cool, dick winners.
But double suppress does nothing as usual.
Correct.
I think that's everybody now then.
And Chrono, you're done too?
Yep, I am done.
All right, that is turn the first. The other thing is, and I think you got a chance to fire them, these howitzer batteries all fire at the same time.
Ah. Well, it didn't matter. They all did their thing. And then I get 1 point for them all being still.
Yeah, let me take a look at that. What is that point? For each howitzer not destroyed. That's it.
Oh, man,
Okay, so I get 4, so I'm at 12 points. So I'm halfway there now.
it feels a little rough because I can't even get over the friggin' hedge.
Well, no one says you can't. Oh, well, I get. Are you only allowed to come from there, though?
Nope.
Well, then there's your problem.
Well, no.
I mean, no. The hedge
These guys are. You're assuming those are his only guys.
Oh, right. Sorry. I don't know. Yeah, I guess if I rolled 1s and all the D3s, it'd be a lot better.
We'll see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
no,
you can't fire him much if I shoot the cruise off. So we'll see.
yeah. So he's already down 1.
Okay, so then we just shuffle back up and
Yeah.
go.
We shuffle back up and go. American.
Hooray!
American.
Hooray!
German.
Ooh.
So remember, you've got 2 units there, Chrono.
Okay.
Well, you've got a total of 4. So that allows
This suddenly makes like the whole deciding when and where to fire and when to opportunity fire a lot more meaningful, I think.
Yes.
We're going to. Let me do this. So we're gonna do. These guys are a group, if I remember correctly, and do this and see how this goes. So I'm gonna first activate machine guns to shoot.
All right. Who they shooting at?
These guys are gonna put fire down. These guys directly in front of them.
Oh, geez.
And
Okay.
even though they're a team, they don't have an R value.
Right, because that's only for rifle teams. That's a machine gun team.
Cool, got it.
The 30 caliber machine gun.
Yeah, that's burping away.
I just don't know what that sort of range thing was supposed to represent. I'm well within 6 inches of you.
Ugh.
That's a
Hey,
hit.
well,
I might be running away.
Mhm.
I am running away.
Yes, you are.
Well,
Not gonna make it. Are you? Is that 24?
I was able to actually just squeeze in there, but
can you squeeze interpenetrate like that?
No, you can't wind up on top of each other. No.
no, yeah, I got 24 inches to there. If I'm,
To
So-
there,
well,
you
but the
can't-
thing is,
The front of your
if
front
I'm,
of your-
I'm in the train, right? So am I measuring from my base or
from your
like
base.
wh-
It's your base.
okay? So what if I'm up against this is sort of what I'm wondering. Is it, are these trenches too wide?
No. The trench doesn't matter. The terrain doesn't
No.
matter.
Okay. So it doesn't matter if I'm up against this wall or this wall in
No.
the trench, right?
No.
Okay. So if I had stayed up against this wall, I would make... Okay, fair enough. And I have to go a full 24 inches.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I thought you said a retreat move
Is
is...
it?
That's what I'm saying, because this is just going to leave me out in the open no matter what I do. If I'm
That was the problem the Germans actually faced at that disengagement.
because when I had moved from the hedgerow,
Well, obviously the hedgerow is different.
Yeah. Then so that's why I'm asking is like if we're measuring from the edge of one piece of terrain but not another piece of terrain,
The terrain doesn't matter.
but I'm in the terrain,
So,
right? So
for this purpose, it doesn't matter.
for this purpose, measuring from the terrain doesn't matter. Okay. Okay. Do the grazing fire tokens come off?
Yes. Yep.
Oh yeah, those do come off. Let me get this out of the way. Oop. Oh, so where's this guy?
I don't know. Am I moving the full? Do I have to
Oh,
move
sorry.
the full
I
distance?
didn't realize that we were. Yes, that's fair. Move. Different kinds of move. Don't put it there. That's fine. A route move. Yes, that's what I wish, please. Opportunity spotting, close combat. Where's my route move? Please do show it to me. Yeah. Yeah, it's anywhere from 2 to 24.
Okay. And I have to move anywhere from 2 inches to 24 inches.
Mm-hmm.
Originally 1 to 12.
And you have to go a 45 degree out your backside, but you need that.
That seems stupid. I'm just gonna pop
What is-
out here.
What is that?
I'm
Oh,
gonna.
he's
No.
doing
I'm
backwards,
I'm telling myself like
Ah.
I'm just gonna move back out here and then be out of line of sight for everyone else that's shooting.
Being on a line of sight is one of the primary goals of route moving according to the rules.
Is this So actually, before I finish this move, is this rifle team part of that activation?
No, I'm activating my machine gun element, which is.
Oh, that's it. Is that not part of a bigger unit?
No, the machine gun teams are a. By the way, both those teams though are a unique unit. Chrono.
Both
those
of them.
both teams go.
Okay.
You know what? As much as I want to be out of line of sight, I think I'd rather be in hard cover.
And they're going to be broken now, right?
Yes.
All right.
Can we get another
Yep,
broken
you
token?
sure can.
A broken token.
Broken tokens.
The broken token.
All right. And the other machine gun team is shooting down the trench at these guys.
I think it's the same deal. So
Actually, no. I think I have to shoot at the gun team now.
Oh yeah, closer. Mm-hmm.
That's going to be the howitzer. Same deal, though, either way.
Yep.
yeah, I think you're within 20 inches.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, dear.
Okay, so Germans are getting absolutely outclassed.
I don't know. I was kind of worried, though, at first.
And a check.
Yep. They're also going 24 inches somewhere.
Well, up to 24. Then have to go the full 24.
Someplace healthier.
Like we're gonna hide behind the machine gun team. That seems wiser. That seems-
Well, it has to be. Sorry, hold on. It has to be.
It has to be 45 degrees from the direction of the fire, so you were heading the right way.
The direction of the fire is this way, right?
Right, right. And
Well,
so be
on
up
the
that
back.
side, exactly.
yeah.
Okay, so then they're just going to end up there.
Yep.
Okay, that clears activation.
All right, so that was one.
Second activation
Mhm.
is going to be these boys coming over the hedge.
Wasn't that 2 already?
No, because
that
remember,
was
that's the whole thing. Those 2 machine gun teams are a unit.
Oh, that's what I was. Okay, so right. Okay.
So here's the thing, as was discussed earlier. You cross the hedge, you come here into the open.
Right. No one can see me though.
That's true.
Yeah, because
So gun placement's
Because that
blocked.
gun is
Yes.
broken. Yeah.
well, no, I'm saying yeah because
Oh, and
there's
that
nothing.
emplacement blocks those guys. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So yes,
Basically-
you have cleared that space. Yes, you have, Chrono. So your second cross
Oh, wow.
is so your second cross.
How
is,
did you stack them?
He didn't stack them. He disappeared under the terrain. Hang on.
I can't see him.
No, he stacked them.
It's the terrain doing a thing because of the way I built the collider.
What? Well, it was neat. If
Thank
that,
you. Yeah, he poofed.
I can now op fire them though.
If you can see them, yes.
Yeah, anybody that can see him, which would probably be this guy.
Yeah. All right. So then I will op fire with my machine gun.
All right. And I'm sorry, your MG is that one right there on the corner?
Yes, on the
Yes,
corner.
sir.
It's. I tried to shove it so it's like in the.
No, that's good.
Yeah, it makes sense to me.
Roll and bones.
Okay.
Hardcover, of course.
I think I'm.
That's-
30
that's-
inches?
that's
Yeah,
well within
I'm
30.
confident.
Ooh,
Oh! Is that a hit?
it
Yeah.
I
is.
think it is, yeah.
He's not in contact with
Not
his
in
leader.
contact, 4 better.
3.
I did it.
Broke the one.
So he's got to retreat, right?
Mm-hmm. Ignoring all, you can...
If it helps to decide what the 45 degrees is.
Okay, I have to go back this way. I have to go. You can go
I
that
think
way,
that's
though.
more than 45 out your backside, though.
Well, direction of fire.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point, yeah.
I was trying to follow direction of fire because
No, that's... Yeah, spoken like a joke. Face that way, actually. Face the fire.
oh, okay, I'll go that way then.
Mm-hmm.
Power in the trench here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god
So-
damn it.
So when it comes to like terrain zones,
Mhm.
when are you considered to have entered and when are you considered to have left? Like how much of your base has to be in it before
When
you're
you've
allowed to-
crossed it, I would say
Okay.
that, when you...
So is this considered crossing it?
Well, just to be clear, it doesn't matter because he's routing. But
Yeah, I'm just.
if it did, I would say he has definitely crossed this way. If he is moving out, if he were to move out again, I would say he's pretty quickly going to cross that way.
Okay. This wasn't so much like the fact that he's broken. I'm just wondering like
Yeah.
what that
Okay, and so he's going to try and rally with his
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
because he has an action left.
Needs a 6.
That's not a 6.
No.
Oh, you can probably see this guy now, so let me state him. Compton is going to blow the gun up.
Yeah. He done killed it. That gun is killed.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's just it's one activation to
One
move it.
activation in contact. The leader does it.
Yeah, the leader has to get up there, get in contact, and then spend his rally activation to
Mhm.
Okay.
do it. And this rifle team is going to shoot. What can they see? Oh, I think that's to be these guys, and
Yeah.
they can,
It will be actually have to be because they're the closest.
they're in hard
Okay.
cover. So
It's the same
same thing
same
as
song and dance, which is actually fine. As much as like the whole D20 seems weird, it doesn't actually like change all that much.
Two
Oh
hits.
come on!
Does that
um,
count as 2 hits, or is that just 1 hit?
That's
That
2
counts
hits.
as 2. I have to save both, or they're just dead.
Mm-hmm.
Oh goodness! Well, they're dead.
No, they're 4 up.
Oh, then they're fine.
No, but they're already.
Or I
broken.
keep thinking I'm
they're-
rolling.
What did you roll?
You
I
almost
rolled a
said
4 and a 5.
4 and 5. They're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, the gun crews are 5. You're fighting people or not.
Yeah, sorry, I keep forgetting that.
You like my explosion? I have an explosion.
Oh yeah, I see it. It's like,
Wait, you don't have a wrecked gun model?
This, if you knew how hard it was to get this stupid howitzer working.
okay, that's it. Or actually, wait, I could do something else. No, we'll hold on to it.
All right. Because you've got that thing. We come over here to the Germans. Black. Black. Red. 2.
2, you say? Okay, I think I'm going to. Okay, well, it's very simple. I don't have to put anything out because it's just going to be firing the guns on Utah Beach.
All right, so that's 2.
We're dynamite fishing on Normandy.
God.
And that's 1, remember. That's only 1 activation. You got another one coming.
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, so that activates all of them, right?
Yep.
Okay, so
So I can actually see this guy down here. Can actually, I see these gun crews now, or no? Or they not?
well, did you spot them?
I
they're
did not.
covered.
Good point. Good point.
Yeah, because they haven't moved.
Okay. Good point.
So we're gonna do the and it's still D. It's
It's
D3
D3s.
per-
So it's 2 dice. Divide each one in half.
so
2.
2 and 1, so 3 more.
3 more. Okay.
And then I'm gonna rally 1 howitzer team or attempt to.
Mm-hmm. For a 6.
So it's a 6.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna and the other one. No. Okay. Very good. Very good. Very good. So that was 1 activation.
Correct.
Okay. Now I'm going to activate my battery defense platoon with my other activation.
There you go.
I need to just check what the. So it's move or fire with the guns, but I can rally and fire.
Correct.
Okay, so I'm gonna try rallying the.
Well, no, I'm sorry. If you have a broken, the only thing you can do is rally when you activate. But then, if you rally, you can do your regular stuff.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. I'm just
Okay,
trying
so
to. I'm just trying to memorize the rules, to be honest.
Fair enough.
Machine gun?
Well, I need a 6.
Yeah.
Oh, would you
No.
look at
Look
that?
at that. The way they go.
And now they're gonna shoot. I suppose they're gonna shoot at the rifle team.
Gosh, shit.
Yeah.
Well,
Unfortunately, they got to shoot at dude. He's closer.
Okay, that's fair. So leaders aren't ignored. They're
No, no.
just they're okay. So then I need
He's got heavy
7s
cover.
for now.
Unless
there's
you
nothing
get
for-
the range, which
I
you'd
get-
have to be blind to not get.
you never know.
Yeah.
I think 16 is enough.
I'm comfy.
All right, so 6s. Nope.
Mm-mm.
Nope. So that's them. The other machine gun, because this is all battery defense. Actually, are all my machine guns battery defense? Oh my goodness, they are. Okay, well let's do the other machine gun in the trench,
Mhm.
shooting at the machine gun outside the trench.
Yes.
All right. Oh well, don't get a bonus.
Just need 6s then.
Oh.
Yep. So 4 up.
Yep. They are suppressed though.
And then I am going to. I feel like grazing fire is really important. I don't think right now, so I'm going to leave it open to opportunity fire again.
Well, that comes up when you op fire, which you're not doing right now.
You're right. Sorry, I forgot. This machine gun cannot see Can they see the guys behind there or no? Can they shoot at anybody?
These machine guns cannot see past. No, I would say not.
Okay, so they're gonna have to shoot somewhere over here.
Yeah.
So who is the closest? Probably the other machine gun.
I would. That seems fair.
Okay. I think that's
Yeah, 40 inches.
well,
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
that's a hit.
No,
No,
it's
that's a
not.
wild-
Hard cover is
wild
a 6. Oh, but
It's
you're
6,
in range.
but
Yeah, yeah.
You're within
Yeah,
my
the
range.
wild card die is always a 6, though, right?
No. Oh, yeah. The red die only hits on a 6.
Oh, where does it say that?
It's yeah, the red is only a 6.
Oh,
That's-
right.
Range I hit.
So
Go ahead.
okay, I don't know if have we been following that for everything then?
I have.
I hope so.
Okay,
Typically, you've only needed 6s.
yes, that's fair. I'm gonna put that in the memory banks though, so that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
And then all these riflemen are also gonna shoot. So let's start with this rifle team.
Mm-hmm.
The closest, I'm still assuming. I don't know.
It's pretty.
I
Half dozen.
think you could shoot at anybody you wanted to, really.
Well, yeah, okay. So we'll just do the machine gun again because. Are you within 22 inches?
I might be. I think it's 24, but
Yep.
Yep.
No, so you did
So
not
I-
get the bonus.
6s. Nope. Nope. Next one over is probably closer to this rifle team.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. No. 6. Nope. 6. No. And the last one.
Pour in as much fire as you humanly can.
Well, I have to, right?
Yeah, no. Who's to dispute you?
That would have been great, but no. Okay, well, being in hardcover versus hardcover
Is what you might expect, not effective.
is just a slap.
what else can I do with the initiative token aside from just to remind me?
It's collect ammo up. If anybody were to run out of ammo,
Otherwise, just free activation.
it's a free activation of one of your units.
Okay.
And then, yeah, that's about it.
All right. Going over to Chrono.
Okay.
I'm gonna flip some cards now. 1. Ooh, straight back to black. 1 unit.
Alrighty. Here's winners. The press goes away because he activates, right?
Yes,
That is
correct.
correct.
And he's gonna come this way.
Oh,
Well, he's moving. Well, he is basically coming down here to this part of the trench.
ah. Yes. Mhm.
No, here, more like here actually.
Ah.
I like this spot. And we will do that.
Mhm.
And basically, we're going deep. Oh, we're backing up, and then we're coming over and
Yeah.
coming back in,
Mhm.
so we don't get shot up.
Can I not shoot you?
You can shoot him as he. There's a specific rule. You can shoot him as he attempts to leave the hedge.
Cool. I'm gonna shoot him as he attempts to leave the hedge.
Who are you going to shoot at? I think you're going to want to shoot at the rifle team because Winters
Yes.
is going to be nigh impossible.
Shooting
to
at the
hit.
rifle team, and I'm shooting at them with this machine gun.
Oh, okay.
I feel like that is, yeah.
Mhm.
I think that's easier to get you within that range band bonus.
Oh, actually, no, you can't. And I'll tell you why. It's because you don't have LOS to him because of that 45-degree thing with the hedge. Remember?
Oh well, with the other machine gun.
Absolutely does. Yes.
Okay, well then that'll be with the other machine gun.
Okay, so you're looking for like a
14.
14 or up,
Yeah.
basically
Yeah.
a 14 to get the range bonus.
Mhm.
Oh, so
Oh.
close.
Okay, well, no, and no. Wonderful.
And now
okay.
the question is: continue to op fire or grazing fire?
We're gonna grazing fire.
Where's that going to be? You got a marker or no?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
you
placed
pull
it
it out.
down.
Okay, thank you.
It's very rude. And then once we get it here, rifle team is going to shoot at this.
You
Okay.
can't graze fire where you can't see. There you
It sorry, it's just
Yeah,
Well, I
I,
know what
we
you're
get.
doing.
I understand what you're trying to
go.
do.
What you're doing is clear.
And so the rifle team is going to try and shoot up this machine gun team.
well,
Yep.
you know the drill.
Yep.
See that rifle team? Yeah.
Oh no,
Ooh.
I can't. I don't. I
No,
rolled
you
beneath
don't.
my range.
Yes.
Mine. So that's the end of that. I'll hand it back over to the Germans.
And that was everybody in Winter's squad?
That was everybody in Winter's squad. Yes.
Okay. Just reminding you that you got all those guys in Winter's squad. Here we go.
Right. I mean, yeah, but
Black.
they're not here. They're not here
Black.
yet.
Two for Germans.
You got left.
I think there's only got one.
That's the battery HQ.
Oh yeah.
Oh, did I stupidly fired them?
Well,
Oh,
did you shoot them when they? Did you shoot?
yeah.
the
I also
batteries too?
I set up incorrectly. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
That's okay.
They're
You
not-
fired. So you fired everybody, right?
Yeah, I have one more stand I can move. But what I realized is I actually set up the entire the whole squad
Oh,
wrong because,
as a
because
right,
I
'cause
thought
the-
it was. I didn't realize that was how we were. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it's too late now.
What's done is done. So you got
Uh,
anybody you can move? Did you say?
Yes, I do, and they're going to go here.
Got it.
And that's it.
Okay, Chrono.
I'm out. So I think that's the end of that turn.
Okay, that's end of turn 2.
So I have 4. Wait, hold on. I get 4 points still. There
No, you have 3.
3
Oh, yeah.
points.
Mm-hmm.
So I am 2 very good D3s away from.
Oh, in. Yep.
Yeah.
There's one.
This is really rough for the Americans.
Well, there's one thing that I don't think I understand properly. You will notice that on your tooltip, units are rated for a. If you take a look at the bottom of the tooltip,
Mm-hmm.
hey Paul, if you're still out there, you'll know you get this WRB. I've repeated that from the stat sheet. I don't know what that is. I know what the range thing is. It's
White, red,
anti-infantry WRB. What is that? I have a hunch is why this is. You may have to roll more dice, but I don't know how in the system, given your need to roll the range dice. That machine guns may get to roll more dice.
Oh, I see.
Which would make a big difference for the Americans particularly.
Yeah. It would have made a difference for all the opportunity fire I did.
Also true. Also true. It's not well explained, at least that I've been able to find, and it's been haunting me. It has been haunting me.
You know what? This is just a learning game, and we're still figuring
Yeah.
things.
Hey Haz,
we'll figure it out.
hey Haz, you're out there. Haz was saying he wanted to Haz us. So Haz us. Let's see here. No, nameplates are utter crap. Crap, Haz. I hate them. You did a nice job, and I hate them. And never colored edges. That's even worse. However, still answer my question, Haz. Don't make nonsensical statements about labels.
Why do we need labels?
Because some people are slow. I realize that, Haz helps the special ed kids. They actually recommend it. The reason you do labels is because you're playing with teeny tiny soldiers.
But we have handy dandy tooltips that tell you everything.
I know. It's dumb. Is that what that is? Boy, would that be obvious.
Oh no.
Primrose, you just earned yourself a Haz.
Has
It's-
badge.
Its WR is white red.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
so we
Well,
look
now
now
we
at the
know.
rifle team. They have to roll
They rolled
one
one.
white, one red. The machine,
machine gun
gun rolls
two.
two white, two red.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That okay. This
That makes-
this did seem very strange, but you know what? Now we know.
And we played it fair, right? I mean, you know,
We could play it fair.
neither side got an advantage. It was less bloody than it should have been. See, you got to watch it all the way through to realize the horrible mistakes we made.
Well, I guess we go into the next turn
With increased firepower.
with the law.
All right, so suddenly the bullet showed up on turn 3. All right, here we go. Red, black. One for you, Karna.
Okay, I'm going to activate my machine guns.
Yeah.
Oh, now you activate them.
Now you activate them.
All right.
They're going to light up this guy here.
Yep. Two. Well, you know the drill even
Now.
more now.
He's
Yeah.
in range.
Yeah. So you need 5s and 6s.
None there. None there.
Oh.
And here. It's kind of the
Yep.
trench gun.
Well, same thing.
Got it.
Within 20.
Yeah, you're definitely there.
Oh,
So
One hit.
one. All right.
One hit.
Nope, they're running away. Because there's no bonuses to this, right? Yeah.
correct. Unless the only bonus is if you're next to your leader. There you go. All right. But about
Let me check something really quick before I.
Mhm.
While I try to figure this out.
You know, Tom, you did that with good old-fashioned common sense. Well done. Haz's map is also unfortunately tiny.
I want to do this. Hey, I'll pass it on. Well, no, I don't.
Because I observed you didn't token all last turn.
Okay. I'm going to play my initiative
Yep.
to activate Compton's voice.
Alright.
And Compton is going to move here for a rally action.
Mhm.
Wait, isn't? But
He's in Winter's platoon.
Is he?
Yep.
I thought he was. Oh, I got him screwed up.
just move. Just switch them around. I don't
It's fine.
care.
Spoken like a
But
gentleman.
the thing is, the unit itself is going to perform the rally action, not the
Right,
leader.
right. He doesn't do it, but getting him into contact lets him.
Yeah.
So he's going to do a move. So we're going to do the move first.
Yep.
At the same time, the rifle team has to move if he's going to move, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
all of this has to-
You're
all this
activating
activates all at
Compton's
once.
platoon. The problem is Compton, because you failed an earlier role that you had nothing to do with. He's now not. He is Lieutenant Peacock, if you remember the show.
Ah, yes. Let's see. And so he's going to rally.
Mhm.
And he does.
Yep. Now he's free to act.
What does
Okay.
Lieutenant Peacock mean?
He was called that during Kurahi. And was not respected, and so doesn't rally as well.
So
Okay, so these
so,
both.
so wait, don't you rally on a 6?
No,
No, you rally-
no, because it was in contact, you could use his 4.
Oh, but he personally doesn't. I get it. I'm understanding now.
Okay, so do I have to? They all have to move at the same time, and then I'll shoot at the same time, or
You-
do I have to do each
Yes,
element?
because it's
Yes.
one unit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So he can't move at this point because he has rallied and
No,
already
no,
moved.
no, no.
Compton.
He can absolutely go right ahead.
You can do two things, right? In
Yeah.
any order.
Okay.
Well, yep.
Okay. So
So he's moved.
And
He's-
let's be clear. You actually do three things, right? Rally, move, shoot.
No. Isn't
Yep.
it just two
No,
of those
when you
things?
rally, you get to do your stuff again.
Oh, okay.
oh, that's good
But then
enough.
if he's moving, I get to opportunity fire.
Of course.
I want to. I'm gonna have to do it. So this guy's gonna move. He's going down here. He's basically going to go swing.
Where would you like to shoot at him if you can? Those guys can't. Those
I
guys.
mean, you got this guy can see him through there, and the machine gun, of course, can see him through there.
Yeah, you're gonna get two shots.
As he left, this guy couldn't shoot him, could he?
There's the other infantry the enemy infantry in the way.
Yeah,
I
you
think.
can't shoot past infantry.
Okay. Then okay. So then it'll be this machine gun opportunity firing at him, like
Where
as,
about? You gotta.
as close as possible.
All right, so just scoot it there. That's fine. I think that's good.
It's gonna be out here.
So,
You know what you're doing. So what'd you fire in first?
well, that doesn't matter at least.
Okay. What? So what you firing? The machine gun.
This machine gun on the corner.
Okay, so the way this works, I'm getting this in the chat. Roll two dice, two white dice, one at a time, because the first one is your no ammo die.
Okay. Here we go.
Okay.
So
it's not on either.
Nicer.
So I'm hitting you on sixes.
Okay.
So no.
Roll again.
No ammo. No low ammo.
And no hit.
And a hit.
And you're right.
And then two red dice.
Mhm.
So two hits total.
Yep.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh my goodness! Ow! Smacked.
Okay, so those machine guns are now very deadly
Mhm.
suddenly.
And this guy's gonna shoot. So
Yeah, I guess, and then I will opportunity fire at you also.
You can't opportunity fire because he hasn't moved.
Right. Okay, so it's only moving. Okay, yes, I'm within the range band.
So you can hit him.
hit.
Yeah.
Yep.
One hit.
Nope,
Oof.
he's running
leaving.
away.
He's got to go again.
And it's from the direction of fire, right? So I'm going to, if my computer lets me. So here's a question.
Mm-hmm.
Is this emplacement now blocking down the trench?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. So that was your extra activation then.
Yes. Yeah, it was indeed.
All right. Here we go. Cards. One black. One red. So one for you.
Well, then I will activate my my guns. So we'll do the 2d3s now.
Mm-hmm. 3.
Oh, sorry. So another 4.
What do you add?
22.
Oh my god.
So okay, here's the thing, right? If you don't destroy,
The other guns, yeah, he wins.
basically I've won. Because you can destroy, you can at max destroy this one, I think, before, and not.
It would seem so.
Yeah.
We're only
so-
3 turns in. Good lord.
Yep. Well, no, and the games are intended to be short.
With the machine gun fire, I think it might have been a little bit different, but at the same time, you could have also died faster. I could have also died faster.
It just seems very rough to me because I can't get rid of that hedgerow in the very first turn, so I extend a turn just sitting there, trying to get over the hedgerow.
Let me make sure I gave you your deployment, I think. Well, I gave them to you, right?
You're right, and
I'm just making sure I did it right.
An element can only cross a hedgerow if they start their movement action touching the hedgerow. An
Yep.
infantry element may also cross if they forfeit their fire action. If you start touching a hedgerow, you can, in your activation, cross 2 hedgerows if you forfeit your... Okay, so, yeah, literally you have to be up against it. But you could cross 2. So,
I don't know what good that does him.
No, I don't
only,
either.
The only other thing I would say is coming on over here.
Maybe, but
Where,
even though
okay, so now that this is over, where could you have come on?
anywhere on the western board edge.
Yeah, so I guess like theoretically, but none of that's yeah. You don't want to come through here. I guess you could have come this way.
I mean, I thought I did a pretty decent job of getting set up to come over and come through, but
Perhaps if you had started here, you could have hit 2 guns at once, and then that would have I don't know, allowed you to move up this trench line like this. Maybe you started too far down this way. I don't know.
Yeah, but the point, Chrono's point about getting to turn 4 is...
That's not reinforcement. That's when
his reinforcements don't arrive for a whole nother turn.
And then the other thing is you shot a lot at my machine guns. Maybe focusing more on because I was able to fire all my guns like for 2 turns.
Yeah, killing those crews is critical.
Yeah.
And so because I only get 4 points at the end of each turn if they're still if the guns are still working.
Right.
But I got almost 4D. I got 8D3 points.
Right.
Towards 24, which I think is what really did this.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, are you sure that it's a D3 per gun, or is it for the unit?
Oh, let me look.
Because that,
boy, would that be a difference, huh?
That would be very different, and probably, I think, what maybe was intended.
Well,
see what the rules say. I don't know the scenario in front of me, so
yeah,
I can't say.
I was in a whole different place. I'm there. Here we are. VP plus 3 for each gun that expends a fire action to shoot at Utah Beach.
Okay, so they
really put the timer on you, but even so, it seems very. No, I guess I could have. You gotta come.
Yeah, I think it's the one thing that is clear to me is you got to kill at least this guy and this guy.
If you
gas those 2 guys, it's not as easy for him.
No.
Yeah.
So it's attack these 2 guns, get a foothold, and then you have at least a couple more turns before I can get enough points. And it's all up to D3s, right?
Yep.
I could get 1 point each turn.
Yeah.
I also deployed incorrectly. So these 2 are actually part of the HQ,
and they've got it, and they should have been down here.
They would have been anywhere 24 inches from this base edge.
Yeah, they should have been over there.
Yeah. So I. Not that they did anything.
No.
To be fair.
No, they didn't. But yeah.
Interesting system. No, I think it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. The rule set's fine. And the thing with the dice, it's like that wasn't actually all that bad.
Yeah. No.
I still think it's too fiddly, but it's not.
But the thing is, what is fiddly about it? Like you're throwing a bunch of dice, right? You're always throwing a bunch of dice, needing certain numbers. The only thing they're adding is a D20 to perhaps get a +1.
I mean, it just feels like, okay, so you have your ranged die, you have your normal die, and one of them is an ammo die, so if you roll 1, you're out of ammo maybe on another die roll, and then you have these wild card die, which only hit on 6s, and it's like, I don't know, it feels like, I guess in theory, in practice it ends up being relatively smooth, it also feels like, why are we adding all of this? Why are we adding?
Yeah, the only one, I think I'm with Greg, the only one that I like, as opposed to it's like, okay, is the range die. Because what that does in a regular scenario, maybe not here, is it gives you the chance to take a longer shot if you think it's worth the trouble, if you know what I mean.
Like extra rounds going down range because they missed their target.
Exactly,
yeah. I don't get the wild card dice either. I think just give one number of shooting dice. This is what you shoot, and you might be able to, and your bullets might go slightly further.
Yeah, it's really like for me. Really, like, yeah, the range die is fine. For me, really, the fiddliness comes in where it's like, why do we have the wild card die and then you also add in, you can also jam, and it's like, does that really add a whole? For me, it's like that doesn't add a whole lot to the game.
The jamming for me is fine because like you're adding in some because they're powerful. Like as you can see, they're really powerful.
Mm-hmm.
It's like whenever like with mortars, right, or like other guns, it's like it's always interesting to add in that element of something has gone wrong because a lot of games don't have something goes wrong.
Yeah, it just for me, it's like, again, for me, it comes down to like, does it? What I'm not sure. Like, it adds a lot for me personally. Where
Mm-hmm.
so where it feels
and that was Greg's ultimate point. He said, Crossfire, it's all 5s and 6s, right? Yeah, or with very simple +1s. And he said, why not just make it a +1 or a +2 or a -1? So I don't know. It's too soon for me to tell. I think I like the range die. The others could prove a little bit fiddly. Obviously, an incredibly introductory scenario. At some point, I want to re-rack it, try again.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Using machine guns the right way.
Mm-hmm.
And just
with a better understanding of how units work. And
ultimately, though, it is a good rule set. I think.
No, it feels good overall.
It actually has the thing I do like a lot. Actually, it in a different way from Crossfire. I love the way Crossfire does interactivity. It's got a boatload of interactivity.
Oh yeah.
You're not one side isn't sitting there watching. And
no, that was definitely good because there's always consequences to your actions, which is as it should be.
Let me very quickly. I forgot to grab screenshots. That's not desirable. I'm going to show everybody one quick thing. There we go. Let's see what I got shot. Dick Winters never made it on the board. We have to avenge that for sure.
I see made on the board.
Oh yeah, I did. I'm sorry. Spears
like the
did
first
make it on the board.
I shot at him like first thing. That's the first thing.
Yeah, Winters strolled up to the hedge and like, oh hey, there's a machine gun over there.
Son of a.
I did like using him to spot that little hedgerow though. That was cool.
Yeah, that was fun. Getting a good spot roll and all that stuff. That's a good point. That was a difference too.
Oh, are you auto spotted in the open?
Yes.
Okay.
If you walk in front of someone who can see you, you are seen. That's that business with the ref saying, "Hey ref, am I seeing any of this?" This is the next scenario. Figured I'd show it off a little bit, and it also gives me the opportunity to say Poupeville. And it adds
heavy squads. Heavy squads.
Yes. They have they have just a little bit more out there.
Really? What do they have?
And of course, I spelled range wrong. Good lord. I really have to stop doing these things late at night.
What does a heavy squad have that a normal squad doesn't? Because from their basic stats, it does not seem like they have anything different.
Yeah. They get 2 red dice. I gotta fix that.
Oh, so they have more wild card.
Yeah, they get a bonus wild card die.
Interesting.
Okay, we're back to like, what does that represent? You're heavy, but you get like, you're somehow luckier.
No, I mean it gives you another chance to hit.
It does give you another slight chance to hit, and I guess it represents the fact that you just have more ammunition to burn.
Yep. But the other main thing it's got, we will have to learn the rules for snipers.
Oh.
Or white dice. Oh my god.
God. Oh yeah.
Okay, only versus buildings?
No, 0 versus buildings.
0 versus buildings.
Oh, okay, I see. That's
4 white dice, 0 versus buildings. Yeah, by the way, when we get there, which we will, this is a game for people who like blowing up buildings, because you can.
How does one blow? Like satchel charges?
Mm-hmm.
Or
bazookas, parenthetically.
So let's say I wanted to play this in real life, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you put on a stand?
Whatever I mean,
Oh, you're talking real scale?
Yeah, like if I was to play this in non TTS, like what would you use for this?
Well, most people play this at 15 or 20.
Okay, so like if I had a Flames of War base, would that work for a squad?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think so.
It's 2x1.
And then a team would just be the smaller. Okay, so
It's
like
a
even
1x1.
yeah, all right.
You can definitely use Flames of War stuff for this, I'd say.
Yep.
Which maybe I should do, because I have a bunch of Flames of War stuff that I used to use a long time ago.
Yeah,
But I need someone to play it.
Fireball Forward is, as you can see now, is very much a cousin of Crossfire.
Yeah.
Maybe even like a nephew, because it came later. But it gets to that same idea of, because the one thing we didn't get a lot of, just because of the way the terrain was set up, and I think we'll get more of it here, is that movement business.
Yeah, there wasn't really anywhere to go.
The 24-inch movement radius is pretty cool, I think.
No, I like that. I think it was some interesting stuff that I could have done with that once I got over that first edge. So it's probably to use my gun machine gun, but we'll see.
Did they have the north edge as the long edge behind the hedgerow? I got the I got the second and the third edition.
Oh, I see. He's talking about deployment zone.
Yeah, let me take a look. I think I did it right.
No, that deployment zone seems right from the real maps I found. The maps I found of the actual action.
Mm-hmm.
If they could come from the north edge, I feel like it'd be almost impossible for the Germans because they have to deploy most of their forces in that V.
North is. Oh, I suppose I can load it. Since you're asking us, Az. People ask why I play tabletop simulators because setup is like this. This is the north edge, Has.
Yeah, I mean, real life north is more like that, but for our purposes of the game, this is basically north.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Jan. All right, well, that's our first go-through. It will not be our last. Unlike other rule sets I could name, I did not hate it instantly. It's got some great things, it's got some good things, and it's got some head-scratchers, which is okay, because I think that's every rule set ever designed. Thanks to Chrono, and thanks to Destruct for being willing to give it a shot. On Saturday, Charlie Company. Are you here, Destruct?
This Saturday?
Yeah.
No, it's my birthday party.
Oh, happy birthday!
It was my birthday was yesterday, but that's
a young man is only 13 once. Mazel tov.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, congratulations. Seriously. All right. Well, we'll have to sub in the OJ. I'll tell him not to kill your guys.
That's fine.
To get them.
I have more experience than the lieutenant, so.
Yeah, you do. Well, the way that works, Achilles finds out what his experience is the first time he issues an order.
Oh, great. I managed to basically roll like the highest expertise in the unit.
Yeah. Well, again, listening to We Were Soldiers Once and Young and hearing Hal Moore tell the story, he didn't rely on his lieutenants. He relied on the sergeants.
Oh, yeah, I know. Especially in the U.S. Army, like you rely the style of army the U.S. Army is and was. You rely on your senior NCOs. I think that's true of the British Army too. In a lot of cases, is typically the young officers.
So our deployment was correct. Has does confirm. So join us Saturday night. We stumbled through this, and we're going to stumble through Charlie Company. So once again, God help us. Except this time, I get to shoot at them, which I'm going to enjoy.
Charlie Company seems very interesting.
which I'm going to enjoy. Yeah, it's got a lot of crazy stuff. It's got a lot of stuff we will get wrong, just like this. But along the way, we'll have some good experiences. So we'll be back to Fireball Forward. We will definitely be back. Mark Festoso was nice enough to reach out on Twitter. And we're going to try to, once we get good at it and make our way through all the learning rules, we'll probably try to do a bigger scenario. He actually recommends no bigger than 6. And I can see that because of all the interactions that go on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Op fire could take the length of a long sandwich. So completely understand that. And then next Wednesday, we will be back with continuing the Battle of Teugenhausen for Valor and Fortitude. And then who knows what we'll do. We'll play something else. So anyway, thanks a lot for coming out. Thanks to those who played. Thanks to those who watched. Until we meet again, please take care of yourselves and one another. We will talk soon. Pause. Pause.